Welcome back. We are here doing the interior of my Black Widow mansion. So we are going to start by doing all of the wallpapers and also, oh, we already did the flooring last time, so we don't have to do that. So we're doing the wallpaper, and it is such a struggle to find a wallpaper that I like with this tile because I love this tile so much, but there's really not a lot of wallpaper that I think goes with it, which is unfortunate. And then we are going to come upstairs. I thought that that was a little too much, so we changed that swatch to white, and all the bathrooms got the same wall floor combinations. So we are now going to start with the entryway. Like I said last time, this is a 4-bed, 6-bath mansion. And here on the first floor, we have the entryway, the office, the ballroom, a mental skills room, a living room, a sitting room, a dining room, a kitchen, and the master suite. So that is what is going on this floor that we're doing right now. And honestly, it was such a struggle to find clutter items. I really wish that there was a way to sort or filter the clutter items a little more than they already are. Like in my head, I know what I'm looking for, and then I can't find it, and I have to scroll through everything. But anyway, I am using this couch because I wanted the right side of the couch to be open instead of the left, just because I didn't want it to be blocking where the shoe rack is. And then we are going to add in, yes, here is the part where I struggle to find what I'm looking for. Anyway, um, we're just adding in a lot of art and different items. I wanted to pay special attention to the details and the clutter in this build. Like I said in the last video, sometimes I lose, I don't have a lot of stamina for my builds and I try to do them all in one sitting. So then I feel like the detail suffers when that happens. But for this one, I took a break in between the exterior and the interior, and I feel like that really helped with me, being able to pay more attention to the details of this build. And I don't know if you saw there really quick, I have oh, I forget what it's called, like the family portrait mod where you place the picture and it puts the Create a Sim um, picture of your family on there. So I really like that. And the office is yellow. So just putting in the desk, computer, chairs, bookshelves, fireplace. Well, because why not? We're in a mansion. I mean, there should be a lot of fireplaces. Very fancy. And then me struggling to place the clutter items, which is always a fun thing. And I am going to put some more stuff there, yes. So there we go. But I also am trying not to overdo it. Like I want to use more clutter items on shelving and stuff, but I also don't. That doesn't mean that I want to make the build too busy, if that makes sense. So here we are in the ballroom, and it's going to have this buffet bar area where, your Sims can eat at the buffet and also sit and relax. And then over here is going to be the dancing area. So I put a couple stereos on the walls and then the piano in case, your Sim hires a pianist. And then a dance floor will also go there. So also picking out a dance floor was interesting, but I did find one that I liked right there. Little decal underneath the piano before we go into covering up these walls. So I tried to pick, you know, nice wall art to fill up some of the spaces. I decided there I was just going to put a mirror over the fireplace instead of some paintings. And then I just put some string lights along that wall because I feel like they're a party atmosphere, right? So that was the ballroom. And then here is the mental skills room. I was thinking about making it music too, but I didn't want if you hired someone to come over for them to go into this room. So um, here's the mental skills room. It just has a bookshelf and a chess table and then 2 easels. Easels are going to be very important for us because My plan is to paint pictures of the spouses before we kill them. Actually, maybe I should have put a place where you could paint someone's portrait. That might be more interesting. We might have to think about that. Maybe I'll make one of those easels a chair, and then the sim can sit in the chair, and the sim at the other easel can paint their picture. Good plan. Anyway, we are in the dining room now, and it is pretty gold chairs, gold table, that kind of stuff. And I did get to use some of the new swatches that we got with the patch, where we got some swatches to some of the posters and artworks and stuff. So that is really good. And also, I am looking through shelves. I feel like I always forget about shelves. Like, I forget that shelves are a thing, and then I can do whatever I want with them. So I remembered that, and I'm just trying to remember to add in shelves and stuff. A couple extra chairs. And here is where I decided that I was going to use one of the new swatches right here. Made it a little bigger so it covered the wall. And then a couch, because why not? We have the room. This is going to be the living room, and it is going to have a bunch of places to sit. There are so many places to sit in this build. I think that that's like, you don't know what to put somewhere? A chair. Like, rich people have a lot of chairs. Anyway, we are going in with this like plum color, which I absolutely adore. And this is just a good place to sit around and watch TV. And we are, of course, going to add in some wall decorations and some decoration shelves and stuff for this room. This is the other sitting room. It is going to lead out into the back porch, and it's just, some nice couches. Honestly, the game tells me those couches are purple. Also, purple and yellow are complementary colors, so I think it looks good anyway. But anyway, the game says they're purple. And at first I thought that they were purple, but the more I look at them, the more red they look. Don't they look kind of reddish? Anyway, the game says they're purple, so I'm just going to accept that and move on. We are going to add in some wall stuff. I really couldn't decide here for the longest time, so that was tough. But I do like the swatches on that painting as well. And then just some fun little things. I don't know why I added the boat. I felt like it matched. So anyway, we're going into the first bathroom. It's kind of small, so it's a little hard to see and to put things on the walls. But we do the best we can here. And then also, while we're doing bathrooms, we'll do the bathroom in the master suite as well. Again, messing around with the counters. And then I really wanted to use a cool swatch in here, but then I didn't feel like it matched. And so we ended up using the flowers, which I do like, but I wanted to use one of the fun swatches. So, oh well. Um, then like a makeup tray, just some little clutter items. Then we come in here. And then we are going to move into the kitchen. The master suite will be the last thing we do on this floor. So we're just moving into the kitchen here. And you can see the stairs down to the basement over there. And then, yeah, picking out a curtain in the kitchen is hard because I don't want to use a long one, but there's only like 2 short ones in the whole game. So then I'm going to add in some upper cabinets. They don't quite match because there's no equivalent of the upper cabinets for that cabinet that I just did, but oh well, we'll use these ones. They're close enough. And then deciding what to do in that corner was tough too. It was tough to decide. I eventually went with like the fake coffee machine because I don't want like my Sims, whenever I give them a microwave or a coffee machine or something, they're always making hot dogs in the microwave or whatever, and then always making coffee. And I don't want my Sims to waste their time with that kind of stuff. So I usually don't give them things that I think take their time away from things I want them to do. So that's that on that. But I'm just going to add in some other decoration items into this room. And then we are going to move on to the master suite. So again, like I said, there's a pink theme here in the master suite, and I love those curtains. I'm telling you, those curtains are my favorite curtains in the whole game. But yes, master suite, very pink. And we are just going to add in some little end tables. And on the right hand side, we're going to section off a closet area using these dividers, which I think actually works pretty well. And then just looking for the is it Get Famous closet things. Although, you know what the problem is with this end one that's for jewelry and stuff? Like, I don't know what to put on it because there's no jewelry in this game. So, oh well. And then I'm just going to try and find like decorative items to put on it. I'm not really sure what it should look like, but we're putting a dog up here. And also, I feel like sometimes when I'm using the cheats to move things, it looks like it's in the place that I think it's in, and then it's totally not. So that is a little confusing for us, but that's okay. And then I'm just going to add this up here. And an easy way to move things and not get them to stick to the snap points is if you fill up the snap points with other things. So that is what happens there. And then I'm just going to add in some other things. This is actually a CC dresser that I got with some bunk beds that I had downloaded previously before bunk beds were actually available. So I actually do like it because it kind of reminds me of the paranormal end table. So here we go. Just decorating the sitting area. I really wanted to use that coffee table, but it's just kind of too big for the space. So I ended up choosing a different one. And then just some decorations. I mean, we gotta put stuff places. So I do put like the journal out there. That ended up being a little too much. So we're adding another family portrait in the bedroom. And that is that on the first floor. So the second floor, we have this kind of big main landing area. And then we have a hallway, which isn't too exciting. And then the two kids' rooms, which lead out into the front balcony, which each have their own bathroom in the center there. The teen room, which also has its own bathroom. The gym, which has its own bathroom. And then that area that is kind of open to the ballroom below. And if you want, you can always make that into some more bedrooms. I just thought that this house was already pretty large and already had plenty of stuff in it, so I decided to not fill in that space. I just made it open to the floor below. Again, if you want to fill it in with something, you totally can. And this over here is the gym, and it just gets the usual strength machine, a treadmill, and a boxing punching bag, and a yoga mat. Actually, we have two treadmills. And then just some cool neon lights from the bowling thing just to get, some exciting. I don't even know why. I just feel like they match in a gym. And then here is the bathroom for the gym. Actually, I could have added more. I could have added mirrors into the gym. Now that I think about it, I could have done that. I did not. But anyway, um, we are going to, there we go, just finish up that bathroom. And then I'm just going to copy and paste the bathroom into this room over here because why am I making so many bathrooms? So I'm going to then also copy and paste this bathroom after I make it. So this is the bathroom for the kids' room. And it's, just a bathroom. Also, I forgot to add lighting in some places, so we're fixing that. But I'm just decorating the bathroom here, adding in some shelving, and then we will copy and paste it over there and add in a curtain. Okay, so now we are moving into the kids' room. So this room right here is going to be the baby toddler room, and it has two toddler beds and a bassinet. It will have a dollhouse, a toy chest, a bookshelf, what else? A potty, What else? The little blocks, just plenty of stuff for the babies to play with. I was thinking about adding something out there, but I was like, this is the front of the house. I'm not going to add these huge toddler things. But I did add a little kiddie pool just because. And then here is the kids' room, and I decided to use bunk beds here. I do end up changing them out for the other bunk beds because I like the swatches better. But here we go. Just me deciding that I hate the swatches. But I really wanted to do a lofted bed moment as well, but I just didn't have the room. I wanted to do it in the teens room, but then I ended up making the teens room just for one sim, mostly because the configuration of the room just didn't really allow for what I wanted to try. But there's always opportunities. I think in my last speed build I used a lofted bed, so I'm not really too worried about that. We're having two desks in the kids' room here, and then we are just going back to do some decorations for all of the rooms. And actually, I thought that that was kind of funny as I used the pride flag as a curtain for that window because the desk covers most of the window anyway. So I actually thought that that was funny. And then I struggle to add things to this desk. And I wanted to make this room a little messy. It's for the kids, and um, I just kind of wanted it to be cluttered and eclectic. And, if you've got four kids living in one room, it's going to be a tornado. It's going to be a total disaster. So that is what my thought process here was. And I'm just adding in some of the kids' art and other different clutter items. Little swords, those are cool. I'm actually going to come back in a second and add in some more. But anyway, this is the part where I'm trying to decide how I'm going to get a kids' teen room working. And I kind of wanted to do two double beds, and that just wasn't working out. And then I was like, maybe I'll do lofts and a double bed. It's just not. Anyway, I made it for one sim. And I made it kind of grungy and a little emo. I know I'm saying that as I put down yellow, but I made it um, like cool, like punk. I don't know. With the post, so like the posters are all dark and the clothing rack is dark and just kind of these fun posters up on the walls and then the skateboards and just that kind of stuff. So I don't know what I'm going for exactly, but it was fun. I definitely like the style of this room. Just like some graffiti and yeah, I like it. I like the way it came out with the beads in front of the windows, with the curtains, just the whole vibe. So that's what I went with. Yeah, I have no idea what style I'd consider that. But anyway, we're moving down into the crypt. So this is going to be the last part of the build, the basement, the crypt, and the plan, like I said, is for a Black Widow. So what I was doing here, and she's a vampire, so she can do as much as she wants. So I picked the shelf on the left there for the urns of like her children and stuff. So you walk down and there's just going to be shelving of urns. This is not going to be the spouses, this is going to be the children. So like right now, Luna has Paxton. When Paxton dies, his urn is going to go into one of these shelves. But in the second room here is where the spouses are going to go. So it's going to be, and I just added some sitting because why not? So I'm putting in these shelves. So my plan is to have a portrait and then the urn. So the urn will go on the shelf, and above that will go the portrait of the spouse that we've killed. So that's where it's at. I don't know how gruesome this is, but this is the plan. And my sim is a vampire, so we can just keep her killing sims forever. So if we need to expand the basement, we will. That could be fun. Just adding like all these cracks and details and stuff to the basement because it is a basement and it is a crypt, so it should be a little creepy and run down. And screenshots. So here we are in screenshots. I actually think that this build came out really good. I really like the way it came out. I can't wait to do my Let's Play in it. So if you're interested in that, that is going to be on my channel starting tomorrow. We are going to be doing this Let's Play. So it's really exciting, and we will be killing some Sims. I also installed extreme violence, so it'll definitely be interesting. And yeah, so we're just doing the screenshots. The master suite is right here with its sitting area. There are a lot of pictures for this build because there are a lot of rooms. Here is the landing at the top of the stairs and the open area down to the floor below. The kids' room, look, and immediately somebody went upstairs and destroyed the dollhouse. That is what my life is like. Somebody immediately destroyed the dollhouse. So, anyway, here is the teens' room and more teens' room before we go into the gym and then the crypt. So, thank you for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this speed build. And there are speed builds on my channel every like once a week ish. So, I will catch you guys next time.